I literally lost 14 pounds in just 6 days. And in this video, I'm gonna explain how I did it. Alright, so recently I started cutting again. This time around, I decided to see how fast I could just get that initial weight loss, right? Because I know I preach calorie counting. Being in a calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight. And, you should do it in a slow and controlled manner so you could save as much muscle. However, I've never really tried the aggressive side of things. I kind of wanted to do a bit of a self-experiment. How fast could I lose the weight? Now, obviously, we know the fastest way to lose that much weight in 6 or 7 days is literally don't eat. Like, just don't eat, right? But obviously you cannot do a 6 to 7 day fast without potentially passing out and ending up in the ER like Andrew Eubanks, you have to do it the smart way. I decided to test out my own aggressive fat loss protocol because let's be real here. Although you should do things the slow and controlled way, look at the data and track your weekly weight, weekly average, and do all this good stuff, great habits to build, not everyone has that patience. Not everyone has that amount of time, right? So I thought, you know what? Instead of telling people you need to be more patient and just do it this way, why don't we examine the other side of things, right? I feel like most people don't really talk about aggressive fat loss approaches. Some of them do. There's like the military diet and there's all this weird shit, but can you do it in a balanced way, right? Without really sacrificing a whole lot and only short term too, to kind of just speed run that initial weight loss. Because when you first start dieting, you can expect to lose between 4 and like 6 pounds the first week of water and glycogen. This is basically your body just flushing out a bunch of when you first start dieting. It's very normal. But 14 pounds in 6 days? How did I do that? I was literally consistently losing 3 to 4 pounds a day. I even tried to sabotage myself so that I wouldn't lose weight by drinking a bunch of alcohol. And I actually lost more weight. Now, before you comment, oh yeah, bro, it's because alcohol dehydrates you. I also drank a crap ton of water and electrolytes that day. But because of the way I was eating, I still dropped weight. So I'm gonna pretty much go over what I did. And I also have a free guide you can get. That's the first link in the description because I want to make this available to you guys. Like I said, everyone wants to lose weight quick. So I'm going to give you the answers, right? Why charge money for something that actually helped me and might help you? Maybe you want to just lose a bunch of weight for, in the next 7 days because you have an event to go to or something. Download that free guide. First link in the description. It's my aggressive fat loss approach. Now, quick disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional, nor am I licensed to be one or any of that cool, right? I'm literally just a guy on YouTube that is figuring it out as he goes. I'm a guy that's just like you, which is why I can relate to you so much, bro. We have the same goals in common. So download that guide. It's going to be basically everything I say in this video. This is not the healthiest way to lose weight. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I recommend this version of weight loss? Not really, because like I said, there's some health risks involved. You should always consult with your medical, your doctor, your healthcare provider, etc. But sometimes we don't give a bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, we just don't care. You just want to knock the weight off your body as fast as possible. And a lot of other influencers won't promote this style, even though they do it behind closed doors, right? A lot of the same people that tell you, no bro, lose weight as slow as possible, like it's unhealthy to do it this way, they're literally starving themselves and overdosing on Adderall and losing 8 pounds in a single day at the same time to stay that lean, to preach to you to eat in a calorie deficit. Okay, I'm not about to do that. If I do something, I'm going to share it with you guys, especially if it works. 14 pounds in 6 days. How the frick do we do it? And how can you do something similar? It's actually a mixture of a lot of things. We're going to be combining high intensity interval training, HIIT cardio, with a crap ton of walking, with a crap ton of fasting, with a crap ton of clean eating. Yeah, it's that extreme. This is almost as extreme as completely just not eating every single day for 7 days. Now, do I recommend you do this longer than 1, maybe 2 weeks? No. Like I said, this is a very short-term approach to just speed running a crap ton of fat loss. If you're really obese, you weigh 300 pounds, you could probably do this for a while. You could probably do this for a few months. You'll just drop like a freaking crap ton of weight. I don't want to say a number because, obviously I can't guess. Everyone's amount of weight that they're going to lose is different. But if you have more fat to lose, this is better. I am personally using a new style where until I get to 15% body fat, I'm not counting calories. Yeah, it's better to go slowly. If you diet slower, you preserve more muscle mass, but I am not a bodybuilder. I'm just a guy that likes to be in shape. So therefore, I don't really mind if I lose a little bit of muscle mass if it means I'm losing more fat. This is pretty much what you're going to do every single day. You're going to aim to walk a bare minimum of 10,000 steps, right? I was getting 10 to 15,000 steps a day. I broke it up into 2 walks every day. In the morning, I would do like 45 minutes. At night, I would do like 45 minutes just around the neighborhood. I also have my other movement that I do throughout the day as I'm getting things done. On top of that, you're going to do 30 minutes of HIIT cardio a day, which is really not a lot. Okay, that's why I think this is doable for several days. For me, I do 10 3-minute rounds on the punching bag. Time 3 minutes, have a good time, punch the punching bag. Now you can also do sprints, you could swim, you could do things like that that make you sweat your ass off. Okay, this is not walking incline on the treadmill. This is like I am literally fencing with somebody and we're trying to stab each other with the swords and I'm breathing so hard, sweat is pouring out of my eyeballs. High intensity interval training, something that makes your heart rate elevate. Go for a run, do something like that, makes you sweat. The more you sweat, the better, okay? You can do 30 minutes of that a day. Now, this is all good, the activity portion of it. This is where the real results come in. I was only eating 1 meal a freaking day. 1 meal a day. You might be saying, is that extreme? Like, are you sure that's a good idea? No, it is extreme. That's the whole point of it. We're trying to be extreme for a short period of time so that we can get as much fat off as possible in the shortest amount of time. Like I said, this is not the healthiest way to do it. Sometimes we don't care about health. We just want to look good, buddy. So here's the cool part. What is that meal comprised of? It's not like the traditional 1 meal a day where you eat a crap ton of food. This 1 meal a day goes even crazier. It's literally natural as okay? It's only meat and vegetables. Little bit of fruits. Some days I had pineapple because it's a very low calorie fruit. But that 1 meal, I would literally have a pound of chicken breast or steak and a crap ton of veggies. Like I didn't measure anything out. I just had so much meat and so many vegetables. I would eat it until I got extremely stuffed. That was it. That was my meal for the day. I made sure the rest of the day I stayed hydrated. You know, I would drink a Gatorade Zero. I would drink an electrolyte packet, a vitamin C and electrolyte packet just to stay hydrated and stuff. But for the most part, I was having 1 meal a day. Guess what time I was having it at? Not what you think. You probably think I'm waiting till the end of the day to eat it. Nope. I thought, how can we get the best of both worlds? Eating 1 meal a day without starving. I would have it in the middle of the day, 3 p.m. Yep. So that way, when I wake up, I only have to fast for a certain amount of time, drink black coffee, drink a bunch of water. Once it's 3 p.m., I have my massive meal of meat and vegetables, and then I just have to fast the remainder of the day. By the time I go to sleep, I'm starting to get hungry again, but I'm not starving, and I'm not going to sleep with a completely full stomach as I would if I waited till the end of the day. And another downside of waiting till the end of the day for that 1 meal is you're much more likely to binge on other things and just break the diet, right? I didn't really feel tempted to eat Pop-Tarts or eat sweets and all that because I wasn't waiting, you know, the whole 12-hour day, starving my ass and then having the 1 meal. Wake up, chug a bunch of water, drink a black coffee. A couple hours later, have another black coffee. Finally, when it's 3 p.m., I have my massive meal. Humongous amount of vegetables, right? Without oil. I didn't really use olive oil. And a humongous amount of chicken breast or steak, okay? Then that's it. That's literally all I would eat. Fast the rest of the day. Go to sleep, right? Go to sleep on a not full but not empty stomach. Wake up, repeat that. I did that for 7 days. The day I tried to sabotage myself, I went out for drinking and I literally had, I don't recommend this by the way, it's very degenerate. I was being a guinea pig, right? I was trying to sabotage myself. I had like 5 IPA beers because I wanted to prove if this method works if you drink before I tell you guys it does. Because a lot of people out there are not straight edge like myself, right? They want to go out and drink and they want to lose weight while they're partying and all that cool shit, right? So now I could tell you, you can do that while you're doing this because it's so extreme. Even if you go out and have a few drinks, you're going to lose weight. Especially if you don't diet this hard on a regular basis. Everything I just said is organized into a free guide in the first link down below. But to wrap it all up, let's go over it again. You're gonna wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup, hide the scars to fade away. So wake up, chug water, 16 ounces for me. Then I have 8 to 16 ounces of black coffee, unsweetened. Okay, 2 hours later, another 16 ounces of water, another coffee. Why do I drink the coffee? It blunts your appetite so you don't feel hungry throughout the day, right? I sit over here and I do a bunch of computer work like the nice white collar worker that I am, right? Then 2 to 3 p.m. around that time, 1 meal, extremely natural, vegetables and meat only. Eat to your heart's content, bro. You're telling me you're gonna eat 3,000 calories of chicken? I think not. Eat that meal, fast the rest of the day. Make sure you drink water throughout the day. Stay hydrated, electrolytes, all that cool shit. And then you go to sleep. Try it out because this is an extremely aggressive approach. It can get the fat off pretty quickly. Now, a lot of people are gonna probably say, why are you promoting this to your viewers? This is not healthy. And I said so many times, is not the healthiest way to go about it. But I think you could speed run the first like 10, 20, 30 pounds of weight loss off your body if you're really obese, and then adopt a much slower, much healthier version, like being in a smaller calorie deficit and taking a more holistic approach to dieting. Okay, you could speed run the beginning and cut the time you're dieting in half. Okay, because obviously nobody wants to spend, you know, a year on end trying to lose weight. If you're somebody that needs to lose a crap ton of weight in a small amount of time, I'm talking maximum 2 weeks, right? Unless you're really obese, you can do this longer. Then try this out. Even if you try it out for a few days, the first 2 days I did this, I dropped 8 pounds, bro. Like, you know, sometimes you maybe just want to run it for one day. So give it a shot. Extremely aggressive approach, but it does work. Use at your own risk. This is Ski Mask Duets signing out. Let's create the best version and the most lean version of ourselves to give to the world, okay? Peace.